Thanks for joining in, Herman. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. So welcome to the latest episode of HRTech.SG's Tech Talks, where we focus on engaging with HR and HR Tech subject matter experts to unearth trends and insights in the realm of HR technology. It's a pleasure to have with us today Herman Lolfers, Global Director of HR Technology and Solutions at the Heineken Company. Herman oversees one of Heineken's leading digital business transformation programs, having embarked upon a journey of enhancing employee experience across the globe through modernized digital HR technology. The Heineken Company recently completed a huge feat of connecting over 80,000 global employees on one human resource system. So Herman, we'll be talking about this today. Can you tell us something more about the project and then we can get started?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you first of all for the invite, and it's an honor to be with you today. The project is, I would say, an amazing program. It is actually a program that helped us to simplify Heineken's HR technology landscape, but also to build an environment in which we can become fully employee-centric and people inside that. So we bring our users onto one global platform, and we make sure that their journeys are completely seamless. And we just completed actually last week our program, our 3.5-year program, and we've been making some noise on LinkedIn about that. I'm sure everybody has a chance to read it, and yeah, you're looking at someone who's really proud about that achievement.
That's really awesome. It's a huge feat. It's a fantastic feat as well. Just, the last 18-20 months, the pandemic has triggered new ways of working, forced organizations to tap into the technologies and push them to look in for creative ways of leveraging them. So how do you think the pandemic has changed the digital HR in particular?
Yeah, that's a super relevant question, I think, to all of us. And as you just explained, the digital transformation is not new to Heineken. We were already on that path of continuous improvement. At the same time, we have seen over the past 18 months is that the need for continuous upgrading, I would say, has intensified. Our people, like so many other organizations, have experienced one of the biggest changes to work during the lockdowns. And I think the need for digital connectivity just shows how business critical digital solutions are to really all of us. And as we at Heineken return to our offices, our breweries and our customer facing roles, our mission to become the best connected brewer resonates very well with the realities of our changed world. And I really mean that from all the way from customer expectations to consumer habits to ways of working.
It's really interesting. So how do you keep pace with the technological change that is within Heineken?
Yeah, it's not the biggest that winner. It's those who are able to adapt. But you could also ask yourself the question, what to adapt to, how to anticipate and meet the needs of employees, customers and consumers now and in the future. And I think that's where data becomes critical to organizations' strategic decision making, particularly if you want to keep ahead in a fast-paced world. What we do at Heineken is that we are striving to be people inside-led. So we ask our people what's keeping them awake at night. We ask our people what they need, what they expect, and how we can make their user experience more customer-centric. It's very simple. They tell us and we respond. And I tell you that asking the employees or asking the opinions of our employees for us is super important, because anything that we do, and I told you about our mission before, anything that we do must support our vision to become fully employee-centric and people inside-led. And in a decentral company like Heineken, you cannot treat this as a corporate HR party. What we do in reality, and what we've also done in the project that you introduced at the very beginning of this podcast, we work shoulder to shoulder with our operating companies, and we ensure that we always go back to our employees.
Great. That's really important, actually, HR tech projects not working in a silo and ensuring that you have your employees say in the implementation itself. It's really, really important for a great implementation also, right? So the adoption of the technology really matters on that and depends on that. So what do you think the businesses can do to stay agile and ensure you have the right technology for the right solution? So how do you do that?
Yeah, that's a good one. The example that comes to mind that I really want to share is the technology competition that we designed. I think it's 1.5 years ago that we hosted actually in Singapore. It's the HR Brewhouse, and the Brewhouse perfectly aligns to Heineken's values of being curious and entrepreneurial. The competition that we opened up was open to startups, universities, suppliers, and the guiding philosophy really was that innovation and innovative ideas can really come from anywhere. And the aim of the Brewhouse also was to create win-wins, a win for a startup, but also a win for Heineken. And we wanted to engage with those startups to look for those mutual opportunities to help one another. And in the end of the day, I think those business platforms that help you to standardize and simplify and globalize your transactional value chain will not help you to differentiate in the outside worlds. But the digital products that you can source through events like the Brewhouse can really help you to identify those opportunities that are mutual in terms of for the startup and for Heineken in this particular situation.
Great. That's really interesting, and we've heard about the Heineken Brewhouse back in 2019 when you were here in Singapore, and creating a win-win for startups as well as Heineken. That's really a great point. Crowdsourcing solutions to stay agile and ensuring the business challenge is really met instead of looking at the solution itself, you're looking at looking at the solution itself, you're looking at the challenge, right? So that's really great, interesting. So what did you learn from Brewhouse, and what impact did it have on digital HR?
Well, first and foremost, I think the Brewhouse was a magical moment. I still remember, being high on adrenaline, flying back to Amsterdam from Singapore. It was really, really an awesome event. But I was also stunned at the very beginning that we received more than 140 applications from more than 100 technology companies from all over the world, really all over the world, from Sweden to Romania and from Dubai to Argentina. It was really magic, I tell you. And we had, as you may remember, we had four categories in which we invited those companies to come and present to us. And for each category, we had a winner, and each winner got the opportunity to take part in an innovation sprint with us. And the innovation sprint was meant to drill down on whether the solution that was offered could really help to solve our challenges. But for the Brewhouse, what I really learned was that transformation will never be easy. And this may seem like an open door, but you must be prepared to fail. And when you fail, which you will inevitably do during experimentation, you also need to make sure you fail fast and you fail forward. It's also important to capture that failing because it will allow you to keep innovating. I always say nothing is ever finished, it's just upgraded. And to move forward, this is the kind of mindset that you need to embrace.
Absolutely. Nothing is ever finished, and it's always updated. That's really a great point. And being prepared to fail fast and fail forward, because definitely digital transformations are not easy, and especially with 80,000 employees in mind, it is even tougher, right? So that brings us to our last and final questions here, Herman. So what's next? How do you build on Brewhouse, and what's next that you have planned for?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's something that actually is keeping me busy, to be honest, because I think the Brewhouse is a fantastic concept, and the Brewhouse can and will travel within Heineken if it wasn't for COVID. But if I take a step back and if you look at organizations, every organization is unique. There's only one Heineken, there's only one Lego, there's only one whatever. Huh? But if you look at a higher level, challenges may all look kind of the same. So imagine, how much more innovation you could thrive if you would join up with other organizations to crowdsource those challenges. What if we could create an ecosystem of organizations crowdsourcing challenges and finding solutions? I think there are so many benefits to doing it together. It will increase innovation, it will increase time to market, it will reduce cost. Instead of trying to do things in perfect isolation, we can simply tune into the wisdom of the crowd and co-create. And I know there are already brands out there that have done it, that are crowdsourcing innovations. And I think that one of the examples that is on top of my mind is Lego. I think Lego is one of the most famous examples, actually. They have this ideas platform that allows users to come in and submit ideas for new sets. It may sound very simple and may not sound very tech, but the platform allows users to come in and then vote for their favorite set. And my point is that this is the type of ecosystem that creates a win-win-win. So a win for the startup, a win for the company, and also a win for the customer and consumers. And I believe that fundamentally that those who are joining this kind of concept will outperform those who don't. And that's where I think the magic will happen.
Yeah, so I think it is a win-win-win-win, right? So win for the company, win for startups, win for customers, and win for employees, because they are the ones who are at the heart and the center of it all, making it happen, and crowdsourcing innovative ideas. That's really brilliant, and that's something that you are taking the lead there. So that's really awesome. Wish you all the best with your plans for Heineken, Herman, and thanks a lot for joining us today. Thanks a lot for your time. We take away some great tips and great pointers from our discussion today, and really wish you all the best for your next transformation journey, or so to say, the upgradation that we are talking about.
Thank you for having me today, and have a lovely rest of your day and a very nice weekend.
Thank you.